Fu Wenduo stood still in the small warehouse. He glanced down at his pants in a calm manner. Tang Mo immediately reacted. His eyelids twitched and he pulled the child towards the gas station. Fu Wenduo stayed in the small warehouse to solve a personal problem. After nearly half an hour, Fu Wenduo returned to the gas station. At the gas station, Tang Mo wrote down all the information he had just seen about Fu Wenduo's ability. Once Fu Wenduo returned, Tang Mo turned his head and their eyes met. Tang Mo looked at this man's pants with a guilty expression. He confirmed that the situation was gone and coughed with embarrassment before becoming serious. There was a clock hanging on the wall and it pointed to 10:23 in the evening. Tang Mo said, "The time is just right. My ability can only use other people's abilities for the 30 minutes after it has been determined. Once 30 minutes pass, I can no longer use your ability." As he spoke, Tang Mo picked up the black sphere of light from the table. This was the ability sphere that changed after he saw Fu Wenduo's ability. The black light sphere was like a black hole. Fu Wensheng couldn't help reaching out to touch the ball of light. He hadn't touched it yet when a small white light jumped out from the sphere, scattering dust in the air. Tang Mo solemnly held this sphere of light before closing his palm. There was a sharp sound and Tang Mo raised his right hand. At the same time, he pointed the flashlight in his left hand towards his right hand. Under the bright light, Tang Mo's fingers moved. He waved his right hand slowly while staring at it without blinking. Suddenly, a dark glow flashed on his middle finger. The next moment, a layer of black material appeared at a speed visible to the naked eye, instantly wrapping around his entire middle finger. Fu Wenduo's eyes narrowed while Fu Wensheng cried out with surprise. Tang Mo handed the flashlight to Fu Wenduo and touched the finger that had become metal. It was completely metallic, cold, and smooth. He extended his hand to Fu Wensheng and the child quickly touched it. What metal is this? Iron? Or manganese? It was a black metal, so the first thing people thought of was iron and manganese. Tang Mo then extended his hand towards Fu Wenduo. Fu Wenduo didn't directly touch the finger that had turned to metal. He raised his right hand and his right middle finger rapidly turned into black metal. He put the two fingers together and observed them. In terms of hardness, it seems similar. However, there is a slight difference. Tang Mo's black metal finger was lighter while Fu Wenduo's metal finger was very dark, reflecting a cold color. Fu Wenduo asked, "Can you only change this finger?" Tang Mo replied, "Once I copy your ability, I can only use 10% of it. I should be able to turn the whole hand into metal, but it isn't necessary." Once 30 minutes pass. Said since Tang Mo got the ability, the black metal disappeared and his finger returned to its original appearance. Before formally using Fu Wenduo's ability, Tang Mo always thought that Fu Wenduo's ability was to change the surface of his skin to metal and to transform his body parts into various forms. For example, the triangular pyramid weapon that he often used. But after trying out the ability, he had a very clear feeling. "Can you recover broken body parts?" Fu Wenduo frowned and raised an eyebrow. "Can you feel it?" Tang Mo nodded. "I felt it when I got your ability. If I cut off your hand, I can grow it back." The thing that Tang Mo cared more about was, your power is called genetic recombination. Tang Mo gazed seriously at his teammates. Genetic recombination, I have heard such words before. I believe that every high school student should know what this means. But based on what I know, genetic recombination has nothing to do with your ability. Genetic recombination referred to the behavior of genes randomly combining to give birth to new individuals during sexual reproduction. Humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes and there were a number of genes on each pair of chromosomes. When Tang Mo copied Fu Wenduo's ability, it didn't show the exact functions and limitations of the ability. Therefore, they could only judge what Fu Wenduo's ability was from the name. Fu Wensheng looked at the name of the ability that Tang Mo wrote on the whiteboard. He might be young but he had a high IQ and could skip grades. He speculated, genes are used to control the traits of living things, such as skin color and hair color. I've read this in a book. But no matter how it is recombined, it shouldn't turn humans into metal. Can Big Brother's genes make him Iron Man after the recombination? Then the child himself denied his guess. Just now, Brother Tang Mo used Big Brother's ability and can also turn his body into metal. Perhaps Tang Mo and Fu Wenduo's genes changed from human to metal after being recombined? This was the key of the problem. Tang Mo said, reorganizing genes should involve living things. Metal isn't a living thing. This is no longer a problem at a biological level. We are no longer creatures and have become inanimate objects. This is the strangest point. There is really no connection between the name and the specific use. Do you have any ideas? Tang Mo turned to Fu Wenduo. Fu Wenduo focused on the genetic recombination written by Tang Mo for a moment before shaking his head. I only know that my ability is a form that can transform some of my body parts at will and can regrow missing limbs. The exact function isn't clear. But I'm more concerned about this. Fu Wenduo's hand S.H.I plused downwards. Tang Mo looked in the direction of the fingers and then stared. Note, the last person with this ability, unknown. Fu Wensheng read this line of words and his brain worked quickly. The next second, he exclaimed with shock, the last player who has this ability. Tang Mo looked up at Fu Wenduo and Fu Wenduo also looked down at him. Yes, the first time Tang Mo and Fu Wenduo say this ability, they didn't pay attention to genetic recombination or the frightening level 7. It was the phrase, the last person with this ability. Only half of this note was shown but there was no doubt. A player. Tang Mo was an official player while Fu Wenduo was a stowaway. But from the perspective of the Black Tower, Both of them were players. What exactly did the last player with this ability mean? Did someone else have this ability? If so, Tang Mo and Fu Wenduo's conjecture about the Black Tower was completely overturned. If a player really did have this ability before, it meant that the abilities didn't belong to humans and were created by the Black Tower. That's how abilities could be the same. In addition, the last person with this ability. It can mean the other human who owns it is dead, which is why they were called last. Or, Fu Wenduo and Fu Wenzheng turned their heads to look at Tang Mo. Tang Mo looked very calm on the surface, but his heart was beating very quickly. He felt like he had grasped a huge truth behind the mysterious Black Tower. He took a deep breath and slowly let it out. He was very calm when he looked at his two teammates. He spoke lightly, "The Earth has gone online, these words are very strange. When I was still in Shanghai, Luo Fengcheng once told me a guess that the country had about the Black Tower." Tang Mo looked at Fu Wenduo. He knew that Fu Wenduo would certainly know about this. The country speculated that the Black Tower is an alien product. An unknown alien civilization placed the Black Tower on Earth for an unknown reason. In fact, there were many such speculations among the people. Many netizens made similar guesses online, either doubting the conspiracy of a large country or suspecting it had to do with aliens. It's just that no one knew exactly. If the Black Tower is really something that aliens put on Earth, then is the last player with genetic recombination referring to a dead human, or is it another player who appeared in the last round of the Black Tower? You can also join my Discord channel to chat with fellow readers about the novels.